Welcome to my room. My room is actually 80% empty right now. Everything in the cupboard and on top of the shelves have already been stored in the huge luggage, as you can see at the back. So I basically just have the bare necessities here because I am moving out really soon. I basically have 1 more week to evacuate this space. I'm actually moving abroad, so everything has to go. I've been living on my own for close to a year and I've had the most wonderful experience renting this room here. So I thought I'd make a video sharing a bit more about my experience before I officially have to evacuate this space. So I know it's a little bit unconventional for Singaporeans to move out into a rental space. Most people, they start from their parents' nest and eventually just move in with a partner to a BTO. So they don't really get to live on their own. For me, I know that that was an experience that I really wanted to try. And I did leave my parents' nest on great terms. We didn't fall out or anything. I have a great relationship with my family. I just wanted a space where I can truly be myself, reset my mind after work, be creative and be free on my own. I used to live really far away from my workplace and I have really long working hours, so it was very inconvenient for me to wake up really early for work and I end work pretty late. So by the time I get home to my parents' place, it takes forever. It's really like not near the MRT. So when I found a space, I knew that that was going to be something really important to me, like location. It has to be convenient for me, close enough for to work. So I really prioritized that, and that was a huge factor in me moving out. And while I was on my own, living on my own with my landlord, I actually became a completely different version of myself. I had to basically do everything on my own, and that was a really eye-opening experience for me. I admit that I've been pretty privileged and sheltered all my life, and for me to take a step out into adulthood and venturing to do all these things on my own, it was really therapeutic. I think I found a better version of myself this year, and this was a top tier experience for me. I think living on my own really allowed me to develop a sense of ownership. I think when I was at home, nobody really took ownership of anything. Now that I have my own, room, I have my own toilet. It's my responsibility to keep everything clean, neat, and tidy. So I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed taking ownership of my own space and being in charge. And while I'm here, I really feel a sense of peace. When I come home, it's just me and the four walls, and I really get that silence and peace of mind that I always wanted. I wanted to come home to, just me and my candles and my book, just reading, a place where I don't have so much clutter in my mind before and after work, after the long working hours. Um, I think a thing that nobody really talks about is basically, the space of your own where you really feel like you belong. Like, all the decorations here, all the things that I have here, it's completely just mine. It's not me and my family members, it's not me and my partners. It's basically just me. So it's a space where I can really just be myself. I can design it however I want it to, uh, I can make it whatever I want it to be. I can sleep however I want to sleep, I'm basically my own person, and I've never had that growing up. I feel like um, in my family home, a lot of things are already dictated, and basically I just have to mold myself into what maybe my parents expected of me. But here I set my own expectations for myself. I keep raising the bar for myself, and I really enjoyed the process of finding myself. Even though it's just a space, it's just a room, but it really helped me to grow as a person, which also allowed me to take this next step of moving abroad. I think if I never had this experience of living on my own, I might not have been as confident. So I think everything happened for a reason, and I'm so grateful for this. I also have a great relationship with my landlord. We're basically friends, we order meal prep together. We are both into health and fitness. We have quite a few things in common, so that was a cherry on top of the cake. When I moved out, I knew that I had a few non-negotiables since I knew that I was going to be paying like good money for a space, basically a room. I knew that there were some things that I wouldn't want to compromise on, basically location, the fact that I only wanted to live in a space with other females or a female. In this case, my landlord is a landlady, so that ticked my boxes. Preferably, I wanted my own washroom where I don't have to share the space with anybody else. I don't have to wait for anybody else to use the toilet. Basically, the toilet is mine. I love it. It was a huge bonus for me. It was everything that I could have asked for actually. And the number one bonus here is that I have a king size bed. Okay, I love having a king size bed. I love sleeping diagonally. I love like being able to roll and put so many things on my bed. It is wonderful. So the whole process of apartment hunting was pretty hectic. I think I viewed like 10 or 12 different listings in a span of like 1 to 2 weeks. It was a mad rush. Basically, I was on Property Guru every single day, like filtering and doing the searches, trying to find a good deal, trying to find the perfect space, and reaching out to all the agents. Basically, my WhatsApp chat was just like me and property agents. It was pretty fun. I got to like see a lot of apartments, meet a lot of landlords, and got a little bit of a taste of what I wanted in a space and what I did not want from a space. Mostly what I did not want from certain landlords, just even from that 5 minutes of interacting with them. Usually, sometimes it tells me enough. So this room, I actually reached out to an agent. This was the first space that I shortlisted and I reached out to an agent. So after viewing like 10 or 12 spaces, this was the last space that I viewed and I knew this was the one. I could have gotten a better deal. I could have gotten a condo room for the same price and quite a few other good deals, but I knew that this is a space where I could envision me living in, building a life here, you know, not building a life, like building the short-term future here. And this was the one, like the first apartment that I kind of fell in love with, and also the one that I chose in the end. So I think it was meant to be. Thank you for hanging out in my safe space with me and saying goodbye to this space and being here for the last time together. So I'll be making more videos, so stay tuned for the next one and I'll see you soon. Bye!